RDA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side as we enter play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for our visitors here, they come in on a good... The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the first overall selection of the 2016 draft. From Cal, it's Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
Goff now looking to throw. This will be caught by Brown. Call it a gain of a yard, and that's going to bring up second down.
Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now a play fake, and it's Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A tight formation here. It's 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
On the keeper, here's Goff. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
That's good for a first down.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Complete to Bryant. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Here's Goff. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Here's Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
19 yards. That's another.
Again, Goff. That's caught. Krosky Merritt with it. From the 24 now. Here's a 2nd down and 9.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now run straight ahead with Warren. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Now Goff. That's caught right side. It's Warren. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And this one is right through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there, just like last play. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jaylen Warren with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead.
Home team 7. Visitors nothing.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
Last week's game.
He was good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Yeah, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right, I think the ratio is pretty good. They'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over first and 10. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
And he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A handoff for Warren. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and
Goff
2.
now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
28-yard line.
On the give, it's Warren. And it's a fumble. But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
Remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the season. Got there with a win a week ago. Their second straight victory.
Well, they've definitely gotten better as this season has gone along. And from what I can tell, they know their roles. Everyone understands how they fit offensively, defensively. And this team now has an identity. And they're playing to it and playing well.
Yeah, he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and 10 at the
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Tua. Able to shake him off. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
It's a gain of 11.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. This goes out wide for Mixon. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that will bring up second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Pressure comes and down he goes. Third down and 13.
Tagovailoa sacked. A 10-yard loss on the play. And it's
going to the air. Tagovailoa.
Third and 13.
To Mixon on the check down. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
At the 26-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Tua. Man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 18 yards that time to push him up. 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Another try for Mixon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Xavier Worthy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They toss it to Warren. Spins by. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
That's good for a 1st down.
Now run with Warren. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And a first down.
They'll run it. Warren. Oh, good move. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
A gain of 12 yards. That's another first down.
Now Goff. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bryant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
That's another first down.
They run. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's good for a first down. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Warren. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Back to throw. Goff. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Chad Ryland on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He finds his man complete. It's Murray. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Hard throw, incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Here's Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
To throw is Goff. Now they'll tap this and run. And Goff picks up the first down and then wisely slides to the ground to avoid the contact. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
First and 10 at the
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now it's Goff. Over the middle here to Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on second and 4. Goff now looking to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for a first down.
Goff now looks to throw. And he's going to go down. back near midfield at the 49. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Gone. And that one to the right side and incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Goff. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Incomplete on the throwaway.
Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench. Not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Signaled for and taken. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So these two teams off to their locker rooms for intermission, and that means we go to Orlando. Here's Scott Hanson with our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Scott Hanson, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Staples.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Play action. It's Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looks like there he goes left side. And he's going to bring the football back for a touchdown. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 14-10.
14.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this one, Charles. The turnover woes continue. On that last drive, they had that fumble that led to a touchdown.
And Brandon, I would say they have a mission on this drive, and the bottom line is protect the football, just put together something that they can let the last drive go. Yeah, it was a bad play. They gave up points, but that doesn't mean it has to go that way the rest of this ball game. Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Warren will try to right side. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 78 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the run, it's Warren. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 7.
Brings up second and 7 at the 42.
Here's Gone. Over the middle, gets it to Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's Warren. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Warren. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
A shotgun snap for Gone. In trouble, and he's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, well, they would have been better served. Just turn around and yell, look out, because here they come.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
Complete to number 9, Christian Watson. It's a gain of 17 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Xavier Worthy. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The extra point now coming from Myers. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score.
Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And now back out comes the offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Got a man here, it's Bryant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now gone. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up third and
Goff.
3.
Open man is Bryant. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Complete to Pat Bryant. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for
Here's second and 10.
Incomplete. Akello Witherspoon on the coverage.
Now a handoff up the middle. Warren. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That's another first down.
Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
A.J. Brown. Incomplete. Brings up second and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Quick toss by Goff is complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
First and goal at the 3.
Warren. And he loses the football a second time. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they work this out past the 25. That good for 22 and a first down.
22 yards.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They've had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. Back to Mixon on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He'll try and do this himself. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for first and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's second down and 10.
Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man over the middle. Worthy. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Tua going to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
Difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second and
Here's
3.
Goff.
At the 27.
And Bryant's got it over the middle. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brings up third down.
The offense on third down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. They're looking at third and a few inches. Goff going to keep it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 2 yards is the pickup, and that'll give him a first down. Looking to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Now Goff. Quick slant to Brown. Here's third and 3.
A.J. Brown. That's a gain of 7. Brings up third.
Back to throw. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Complete.
Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
48-yard line.
Throwing again is Goff. Again to Bryant, and again it's caught. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
The 34-yard line.
Out of the gun. Goff. Got him in. It's Brown. Now second and 8 at the 32-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Goff now looking to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Goff. Oh, no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down.
45-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin first and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray. And before this play happens, we're going to get a timeout here. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. The home team's offense and Jared Goff set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been 1 step ahead of this defense all game long. From the gun, here's Goff. And It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 27.
Up the middle they go. It's Warren. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. After the run, Goff going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. First and 10.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Brings up second and 4 at their 49-yard line.
Goff now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. An important one here, no doubt. 3rd and 4. Goff. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Here's first down.
Complete to Pat Bryant. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now it's Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
First and 10 at the 15.
And they get up on it quickly and spike it with just a little over 50 seconds to go.
Get him, switch.
Now Goff. That's to the pylon and incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And this will be caught. Touchdown. So in the final minute here, now a 2-point conversion will tie the game.
The offense will line up for a 2-point conversion.
Goff looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. So still a little over 40 seconds to go. Time enough to put a drive together if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have